hydrating, moisturizing, brightening, and plumping. Today we're taking a look at the brand new Saie Glowy Super Skin Lightweight Hydrobounce Serum Foundation. Could your name be any longer? This lightweight foundation has a medium buildable coverage that brightens and leaves a luminous, seamless second skin finish, and it's a clean formula. This is it right here. I love the packaging. Now, I did get shade 2. Honestly, I'm going to take you guys right to the shade range on their website. This looks very yellow, and I do not pull yellow tones at all. I'm very neutral when I'm picking my foundations, but this one is the one that I picked. It is called Color 2 Very Light Skin Tones with Warm Undertones. Do I feel like I have a warm undertone? No, I do not, but this was kind of the one that I thought would match me more, and I actually wasn't 100% sure that this would match me. Dead ringer. It's amazing, which I'll show you guys right now. So this foundation is actually good for 12 months. You get a decent size pump when you do pump it. Again, looks super yellowy. It does not look like it'll match me at all, but it does. It oxidizes down quite a bit, as you can see right there. It's actually already oxidizing down. Now this is very liquidy, and there's a lot of spread. Like, I could literally go and probably cover my whole hand with that pump. Like, that's quite a bit of spread for one foundation. This does have a really nice coverage to it, which I'm going to show you guys right now. I am going to go in and do half my face without primer and half my face with a primer so you guys can see the difference. So I just want to bring you guys back to my hand right here before I wipe this off. It's actually oxidized down quite a bit in like the 5 seconds that I grabbed my makeup wipe. So I just want to share with you guys, it wipes off super easy. Love that. For primer today, I've gone in with this one right here. This is the Dior Forever Glow Veil Primer. Loving this one, and I just primed half my face, so you guys can see the difference. So I'm going to start on the side here without any primer. I'm just going to start by brushing it on in circular motions. It's got a really good slip to it. I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that product. Again, it goes on so yellow, but it just oxidizes down almost instantly. So remember that when you are picking out your shade, that you want to almost go up because it is going to oxidize down. So just pick a lighter shade. I mean, like I said, this says it's supposed to be super warm toned. It is. But would I normally pick a warm toned foundation? Not really. But it looks really good. Okay, it's glowy. It's definitely giving me hydrating. Now, I do have primer on this side of my face, but you guys can see the difference. I wouldn't say that this is a medium coverage foundation. It does give me coverage. Like right here, I've got that hyperpigmentation spot that I always complain about because it's there and I hate it. But it covered it really well, and I've got no concealer on and no primer. So I think it's got good coverage. Would I call it medium? No, I'd call it light to medium because it's definitely a buildable coverage. But it's got a lighter, very fluid consistency to it. I'm just going to pick up the rest of that product on my applicator and go in, do the rest of my face. This is the side with the primer. Now, I do feel it covers redness pretty good because I do have this kind of vein right here. It's like a purpley blue vein. It's got decent coverage to cover that. No scent to it whatsoever. Like, it blends completely. Like, this is my skin tone. Like, I don't even know how that is such a good match. Now, there are 36 shades in the collection, which I'm slightly disappointed by, just because I feel like this day and age, and there's been so many different brands that have come out with launches of 40 plus and 50 plus foundations, that 36 just doesn't seem enough. So I'm kind of sad that they didn't do more. But considering how this blends, and it's so fluid and it just blends into the skin, melts into the skin and oxidizes down, I'm hoping that there's a shade in there for absolutely everyone. If you guys do pick this up, let me know how it looks on you. Did it oxidize down? Does it match you as good as it matches me? Because I'm shocked, like I'm super shocked. So this is it. This is with the foundation and no primer, and this one has the primer. Honestly, if I zoom right in, let's talk about the coverage. It's very blurring. I don't see any texture here. My pores, all of it's invisible. Under my eyes especially, it's very good. nothing collecting here in my smile lines. On this side where I do have the primer, and this is a ride or die primer for me. I love this primer. I feel like it is still super blurring. It's very nice. It covers very well. I love it. I feel like you could go either way. Like this side, it's giving me just a little bit of pink right here, and this side is giving me a little bit of pink. The primer is great. I feel like it looks a little bit more shinier with the primer on versus not having the primer there, but honestly, it's just like a natural glow. Now, what I love about this foundation is that this is $52 Canadian, which is a little bit pricey, but not horrible. It's very nice. Like, honestly, this reminds me so much of the Laura Mercier that I actually just filmed for you guys last week, except it feels better on the skin than the Laura Mercier. I like that a lot. And this one also reminds me, if I had to compare it to another foundation, the Lady Gaga House Labs foundation. It has that quality to it. Like, it just looks amazing to the skin, but I feel like this one sits on the skin effortlessly, seamlessly, even better than that one. So right there, loving it. So here's the thing that I don't like about this product is that I have a lot of redness right here coming through this purple vein, redness here, a little bit on my nose. And I'll usually apply some concealer right here too, just because I have a little bit of red on my chin that I don't love particularly. Overall, this looks amazing, but that's bothering me. Now, Saie also dropped a brand new concealer, and I've got it right here. This is the Hydrabeam Brightening Plus Hydrating Creamy Under Eye Concealer. So this they're calling a hybrid concealer with a creamy texture that melts right into the skin. So they are saying that this is a light coverage, which is very interesting to me. I'm wondering how light of a coverage it's going to be. Like, is it actually going to conceal what I need it to? We're going to test it out right now. This has a radiant finish and a very interesting doe foot. I wouldn't even call it a doe foot. Like, this is a very pointy wand. It's a very interesting wand. Now, I did test this out for you guys a little earlier. I like this wand because I can go right up in there, right under my eye where I've got that dark shadow. Go right under my eyeliner and bring it down. So that I like about this wand. What I don't love is that normally I wouldn't need to re-dip like that to reapply, but you don't get a lot on the wand. So I'm going to go right in down the center of my nose. I usually do a triangle right here when I'm concealing. I'll put some right here on my chin, and that's it. I've got to go back in to re-get more product. And I'm going to go in and add some concealer right here as well. So I'm just going to put concealer on half so you guys can see the difference. Again, I'm going to go in with my Merit brush just to blend out this concealer. I'm going to start on my chin. I'm trying just to keep this on half my face so you guys can really see the difference. Again, no scent to this. There's also no SPF. It is a very clean formula if you guys are into that. It's pretty, it's creamy, it really blends. But as you guys can see right there, it bothers me. It's very light. The coverage is very light. If you're looking for something that's got a super natural finish, I would recommend this. If you have glasses, if you guys wear glasses, I wouldn't. Not as your finishing concealer. I mean, I would recommend that you powder it down for sure, but this has a lot of oils to it. It's got a very slippy kind of consistency. This is beautiful. Like, I mean, it's giving me natural, very natural vibes, but when I don't have the concealer on right here, definitely you can see the redness, you can see the purple. So the concealer is pretty. It's also very light, very radiant. I like it, but would I recommend it to you? No, I would probably recommend the Dior, which I've got right here. So this Dior one, I would recommend if you guys are looking for a light concealer but has a little bit more coverage to it. This one's super great, and this one is the Dior Backstage Flash Perfector Concealer. I use the shade 0N in this one. Love this one. This is natural. Don't get me wrong. It's pretty. It's natural. It's giving me like a completely seamless finish. I am going to powder this down to show you guys the difference. For powder today, I'm going to be using this Ultra Blur powder from Laura Mercier. So I am going to be using this little triangle velour powder puff to powder my face. I love these. I get them on Amazon. I will try and remember to add the link in the description box for you guys. Again, no affiliate, but it's just a really great product. One of those Amazon products that I love that I share with you guys. So I'm just going to go in, tap out that foundation. Something super important that I do want to let you guys know is that when I was trying out this product for you guys before filming, because I always try and do that for you guys, when I had this on my eyes before I put on any eyeshadow, because I did go in and just apply it just like I normally would, because I usually go in and apply my eyeshadow after the fact, but I have to share with you guys, it creased like there was no tomorrow. So the foundation, definitely powder that if you're applying it on your eyes first and then going in with your eye makeup. You're gonna love me for it. Powder, powder, powder. It is stunning. So I'm just going in with this one side here so I can show you guys the difference. I love this. This is fabulous. Like right there, you're still getting that dewy, glowy complexion. I'm gonna take my Scott Barnes powder brush. I don't think this is a powder brush I could live without. I just love it so much. Like if I lost all my makeup, this would be like one of my top, you know, purchases kind of a thing. That seems to be a trend right now on YouTube. If you lost all your makeup, what would you buy first? This is definitely one of those products. Okay, so now that I have powder on one side of my face, you guys can see it is still very glowy. It is very dewy. It's hydrated. It looks hydrated. It's just stunning. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of this foundation. I'm not a huge fan of the concealer. Would I recommend it? No, I wouldn't. But the foundation, stunning. Hands down, 100%. Pick it up. You're going to love me for it. If you guys love this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you guys don't miss when I drop a new video. And if you haven't seen it yet, that Lady Gaga blush right there, she wore it to the Oscars. She looked amazing, and so did I. It is so damn cute. Check it out right there. Alright guys, until next time, live, love, and lip gloss. Bye.